Hello, my name is Raul Garcia. I'm a student here at Full Sail University, and today I'm going to be talking about copyright and stuff like that. So, yeah, listen up. Alright, anyways, in a copyright, an author of work is entitled to exclusive rights to his or her work for a limited amount of time. Why is it a limited amount of time? Well, let's go over some details first. If the author of the work is an individual, the copyright lasts for the author's entire lifetime and then 70 years after he's passed. If it's a corporation, on the other hand, the copyright only lasts for 95 years from the date of publication, mostly because a company might never really die. So, within this time limit, the author may reproduce, perform, display, distribute, and derive the work publicly as granted by their exclusive rights. So, why the time limit? Well, in simplest terms, it's only fair to the future. Realistically, considering a copyright roughly lasts just about as long as most of us normal humans will live, the original creator will have long passed by the time the copyright expires. So is it really fair that one company or person that had no part in the work's original creation be allowed to keep the rights forever? Personally, I think not, and it seems that our government feels the same way. Let's look at some examples of some works that are currently copyrighted and some that have fallen to public domain. One copyright that we're all very familiar with is the Apple logo. You know, the one that's on the back of every one of their products. Continued protection on this logo is vital to keeping Apple alive as a company. Although the logo has changed over the years, the Apple still represents the company's image, and therefore taking that away would confuse the public and probably damage Apple as a company. Another well-known copyright is Facebook. Once again, this copyright consists of a company's image and is vital to the company's recognition. It's definitely in the interest of both the author and society that this stays protected. If it wasn't, people might confuse other websites as Facebook and possibly give away personal information. A copyright that is still protected but constantly used publicly without the proper licensing would be Rick Astley's hit song, Never Gonna Give You Up, due to the popular internet meme derived from the song known as Rick Rolling. At this point, Rick Astley's label should give up the copyright on the song and give up chasing anyone who used it because, let's be honest, it's not a meme because it's a great song. In the public domain field, we've got a film called Marijuana, released in 1936 and directed by Dwayne Esper. I think it's rather important that this film is in public domain so that it can be shown freely and warn teenagers of the weird orgies, wild parties, and unleashed passions that may occur while under the influence of marijuana. Very important. Some of the most famous songs in America are actually public domain as well. The famous Jingle Bells Christmas song is in public domain. This serves society better than it may have served the author's ancestors. Can you imagine having to pay thousands of dollars to someone just to be able to perform Jingle Bells while doing some sort of Christmas concert at the park? Sounds ridiculous. So, anyways, finally, the song Rockin' Robin by Bobby Day, which is a pretty famous song, somehow slipped into public domain when whoever was in charge of its copyright failed to renew it. This is a pretty famous song, and the fact that it's out there in public domain is pretty interesting and doesn't really hurt the original artist because he's dead. So, there you have it. Those are just a few of many works that ended up in public domain, and I showed you some other examples of works that are still copyrighted. And I hope that I gave you some insight on the world of copyright. I'm Raul Garcia. Thank you for listening.